Me off with the way that they pronounce words wrong. You already know that I hate it when they say espresso.
You hate it when I say that.
There's no X in that word. Why
No.
would you call it espresso?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you've got library. Who goes to a library? People who don't know how to read yet, because apparently they call it library, right? And then the month of February, there's an R in there, dude. It's February.
You're the only one I know that says it like that.
I'm the only one who says it right. Hey there, and welcome once again to the Rural Juror Brewery Tour.
Road trip.
That's right, I'm Jay.
I'm Seth.
And we took a recent road trip to SARNIA.
Yeah.
We know all about how Seth feels about SARNIA. But frankly, I think this beer is going to turn you around. I love so many parts of SARNIA, the Imperial Theater, the Blue Water Bridge. There's so many nice things out there.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
As long as you got a good reason for the way you feel, man.
That's right.
We're going to be starting off with a fairly new brewery, Imperial City, and their Mary Jane Session IPA.
Yeah. This was a new brewery for me. I had never visited there, obviously, because I don't go to SARNIA ever. And it was really impressive.
It was a nice looking place, done all up in an industrial style, great big open space.
Big space.
And tons of beers on tap and available in the fridge as well.
Absolutely. And so this is the Mary Jane, like as
Session IPA, yeah.
So marijuana.
There is no marijuana inside this in any way whatsoever.
Okay.
So what they did was they ended up trying different combinations of hop, and then they found this one and they're like, oh my gosh, that smells like weed.
Oh, okay.
So it's got that scent, not that I would know. We'll go into this with open eyes. I don't know that you've had this one before, but it's a little bit hazy on the glass, and it's kind of still.
It's very still.
Inside there. Hint of brown to this, hint of yellow. It's kind of sitting right in between for me.
It really has that kind of skunky smell, and not like a skunk, like a skunked beer, like a beer that's gone rancid.
Well, there's a skunk on the can there, right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
there's an association with the smell of skunk from a distance and that little bit of sweetness in the smell, and other more herbal scents.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So bitter is the first taste I get, and then it kind of balances out. I get a hint of sweet, maybe a touch of mint.
Yes.
And I get a
That is
little
exactly
of that
it.
dank taste in there. Actually, no, cancel that. I get a lot of the dank taste in there that you would associate with an IPA.
You can tell that it's a session. It
Very
certainly
much
has
so.
that light.
It's light.
It certainly has that light taste to it, but there's a lot of flavor to it, which I know sounds juxtaposed, but it's not.
No, there's quite a bit of flavor without all of that overwhelming body. It's all up top instead of being completely encompassing, but it's light and it's florid and it's herbal and it's a very unique taste. Not something that I've come across in a beer like this.
You're right. It is very herbal, and not in the way that you're thinking of marijuana. Very just herbs and spices idea, and then it has that mint.
And maybe even just a drop of anise.
I was gonna say lemon, really bright lemon.
Well,
Not lemon pith, but just bright lemon.
I mean, I don't know that I'd associate anise and lemon, but I like how you just kind of turned left on that one.
Well, I didn't want to say that it tastes like anus.
I didn't say anise.
Oh,
I said
anise.
anise.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anise,
Okay.
because I like it.
Well, they don't taste like a nephew. Dad jokes.
Wow.
Don't taste your
No.
family.
Yeah, they just say February.
January, February, March,
It
April.
just, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Next up is the Mersey Backbeat. So this is an English-style bitter from Big Family Brewing in Sarnia.
What a neat location.
Really cool.
We pulled up to it, and from the outside, it doesn't look like you'd expect any brewery to look.
No.
We go inside, it's huge. They've got tons of seating. We ended up going toward the back, and in the back area, they had this place that were like the walls open wide, and it was like an indoor-outdoor patio looking out at the waterfront.
Yeah.
It was a really nice location.
Really nice spot.
Wonderful
And
server and
lots of beer.
tons of beer.
Lots of different beer. So Mersey is a river in England.
Okay, is it like in an area that's controlled by a person, maybe a lord? Because if it was, then Lord have mercy.
Mersey? No. No, no, no.
No?
No, no. All bad. No, all bad. No, thank God it's not.
So like most English bitters, you've got quite the malty appearance, the color of brown, hint of red to it. Not a ton of head on here, easily dissipated. And not much action in the glass either.
Nice sweet caramel smell. Very malty.
And just a little bit hint of a metallic edge to it. And I think that's probably just the hops coming through.
Yep.
And I'm not getting them strong enough to identify them.
Oh,
That's very malty.
very, very malty. Wow.
But not
Like
a
a-
sweet malt. The bitterness still cuts through very nicely.
The bitter is really nice. It's a great bitter. Wow. There's so much flavor and so much caramel that you think is going to be sweet, and then it just pulls it
Yeah,
back.
there's no sweet whatsoever
It just,
to
but
this
it's
one.
so full of caramel flavor that, and then you associate it. At least I do associate it with so much sweetness, and then it just hits you with the bitter.
And then it bounces back,
Yeah.
right? But they've managed to create something that captures what I feel is the exact essence of what a bitter should be. It has the strong malt, it has the still body, it has minimal head, but it also has some bitterness that kicks back at the end. And what's the percent on that?
4.3. So that's
So that's right in the range for a bitter, exactly. This is a
Absolutely.
working man's everyday kind of beer, something that's got a little chew to it that you
Yep.
can enjoy.
yep. But that's the wrong name.
No, man, Blackwater is coffee.
No,
It's a
it's
great
not.
cafe in Sarnia. Anyways, up next, we went to Black Gold Brewing, which is not in Sarnia. It's
No.
down the road in Petrolia, but we
Petrolia.
figured close enough.
Sure.
Yeah. We're going to be drinking their Not Just NEIPA, their New England IPA. This is at 6%.
It's not just a NEIPA,
Well, no, it just says Not Just NEIPA.
but it is a NEIPA.
No, it says Not Just NEIPA.
So what is it other than that?
Well, we haven't opened it yet.
Oh,
Just wait a minute.
it's like
God's sake.
it's like a riddle.
It's like a child. I really like Black Gold's location. They've got a patio outside. They've got a remote location there, so there's not a lot of people around otherwise, but they're drawing them into that part of the city, and nice insides too.
Yeah, it's just a couple blocks or a block off the main street.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And great service there, and quite a selection
Excellent.
in the fridge.
It's really, really impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's awfully hazy, isn't it?
Very nice and hazy.
Like
Light
a
yellow.
light yellow.
Very light yellow.
Exactly. And as you can see, there's still a frothy head on that.
There really is. So much juice.
Yeah, but I'm also getting some of that hop coming through first.
Oh yeah.
And with a New England
Grassiness.
IPA, you're going to get the juice first.
Yeah, a little bit of grass, but lots of juice.
So bubbly.
Oh
Wow.
It really is, because it doesn't show any bubbles in the glass.
No, but it really hits you.
It really is quite bubbly.
Lots of peach. A little
Lit-
bit of orange to it.
A little bit of melon.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, a good amount of the pith too. That bitterness. Yeah, very nice.
It doesn't hit you with sweet.
Yeah, I don't think it's sweet. I think it's just not really bitter at the end.
Right.
So it just doesn't hit us with that, which is what we would expect from a NEIPA. So, yeah.
No, that's a good beer for sure.
It's an excellent
And
beer.
It's well named because not only do we get the beer, we got to argue about whether or not it was sweet in the finish.
But it's not just NEIPA. So what is it?
I'm not doing this again.
So we went from Sarnia
Yeah.
to Petrolia.
Right, but no trip to Sarnia is complete unless you hit Refined Fool.
Refined Fool.
Well, it's not like you can go to Sarnia without driving past it at least once. There's 3 locations.
It's true.
Yeah.
So this one's called That's When Ted Fought the Mailman.
There's got to be a story there.
I'm sure there is, but
I want to meet Ted, whoever he is.
I want to meet the mailman because I want to hear his side of things.
So this DIPA, how strong is this? Before I start.
8%, and it
Okay.
says it is a 100 IBU.
Triple dig. That's a lot of ibus.
We'll see. Maybe that's
Some
why
cla-
Ted didn't like the mailman.
Awfully bitter.
It was really bitter.
Some cloud to this one. Yellow, frothy head. Pretty good. Yeah, poured nicely.
Darker than a yellow, almost a peach color.
Darker than the last one, yeah. All hop,
Very-
all dank, all hop.
Very hop, very dank.
Wow.
A little bit of juice there though.
It's hard to find, man.
Really?
It's hard to find it.
It's, oh,
It's not as bitter as I would think, seeing the number.
But the bitter comes in waves. I get a little bit of bitter, and then I get another wave of it, and then as another flavor hits my different parts of my mouth, and I get another bitter.
I think the most defining bitter is the long tail on the bitter.
The tail is very dry and bitter. It's quite impressive, actually, on second sip.
It's a good beer, and it's not unapproachable is my point.
No.
Like you would often think that a double IPA is not for everyone, and you would think that a beer with 100 IBU is definitely not for everyone. I would say if you like IPAs, this is certainly something you should be checking out.
You said there's 3 locations of Refined Fool. We went to one that had a restaurant.
Right. So the one we went to, great big open dining area, and they had amazing burgers, fries,
Food was
rings.
great.
It was so good, like gourmet level stuff. The decor in there is hilarious. They've got these giant frame pictures of 1-star reviews that people have left for the brewery.
Yes, it's
so
amazing.
good. I told you there were good things about Sarnia.
4 things, 4 breweries, that's
Okay,
it.
there's a lot more
No,
that's good about
that's about
Sarnia.
it.
Forget it.
Anyways, thanks so much for watching the Rural Juror Brewery Tour road trip.
Well said.
Thank you.
I'm Jay.
I'm Seth.
Check us out next time when we try some more beer.
Make sure you like and subscribe and ring my bell.
It's got a bell. It's right down there. Just go ahead, ring that bell. You'll get notifications when new episodes go up, usually on Fridays.
And I'll get notifications, and that'll make me smile.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
Go to ruraljurorbrewerytour.com.
Check out all the stuff that's there.
All the past episodes, the beer blog. Buy us a beer.
Buy us a beer.
Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Oh, that's weird.
And illegal. Unless you live in the southern states. Then it's actually, it's good.
Is it?
Well, they
I
say
don't
it
think
is.
it ever gets good.
Well, they say it is.
Yeah, I'm not so sure, but that's
They
true.
also eat frog's legs.
I've had frog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Afterward, I was a little green. I mean, I wouldn't jump for joy when I ate it. I had a side of flies with it.
I just feel like you're ribbing at me.
Well, while I was there, my car was towed. Okay, we're done.
I hope so.